Welcome back. For more on our top stories and others, please visit our website, channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb. You can also watch us on the go on your mobile device. Log on to m.channelstv.com or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from the respective stores. Having the Channels TV and Channels 24 apps will give you access to news and updates. You also have the Eyewitness feature, so you too can be part of the news. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu. Follow the instructions to share those pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. The increasing threats of flash floods is causing untold hardship on residents of 3 communities in Umuahia North and Enugu local government areas of Abia State, and they are calling on government to come to their aid before erosion cuts them off from other parts of the state. They say if nothing is done urgently, their homes and their farmlands will be washed away.
No, the problem is that
when it rains in Umuahia North and Enugu local government areas of Abia State, residents live with the pains inflicted by the downpour. They speak angrily about the devastation caused by erosion, especially on their houses and farmlands. They've adopted a series of strategies to control it, but the unwanted guest keeps returning.
If care is not taken, this place is going to block and cause plenty damage in this community. We are asking government in the name of God to come and help us.
These residents expect so much from government, and their expectations are high. They are hopeful that as soon as the construction work on the Okwe-Obuahia Road is complete, the Ariam-Usaka Road, which is on the verge of collapse, would be next.
As it stands today, we are asking the government in any way, because most of us, as the government, have asked us to embark on farming. We came, but we discovered that all our efforts prove abortive because after farming, the erosion will wash it away, both our crops and our seeds.
The government is not unaware of their plight, and the Chairman House Committee on Climate, Samuel Onuigbo, is assuring them that respite would soon come their way, especially now that government is putting the ecological fund to use.
my job is to convey these genuine concerns of these communities to the authorities in Abuja, in the hope that just like they intervened in Amachara and Okwe, that by the grace of God, we will get their listening ears.
Residents of Amachara community seem to be the worst hit. They say this abandoned drainage and heap of sand are causing more havoc. And just like the people in Ariam Usaka, they believe a quick response at this time can save them from losing all they have to the unfriendly force of nature.
Staying in the southeast for a 5th month running, the Enugu State Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi is empowering traders in the state under his poverty alleviation scheme. Well, the 5th phase held in Urie Arba International Market in the Enugu local government area, where the governor says there is no going back on the drive to improve the lots of all members of the society.
For the 5th time, the Enugu State government is out to invest in the traders. This time they are drawn from the Orioba International Market, one of the biggest in the state. 100 traders are expected to emerge from the raffle, and they will receive 50,000 naira each to add to their business capital. Some of those who were lucky are still in shock.
I thought that it was a 419 issue because I was on the side market pricing of things to buy. So I got a phone call and received the call. I say, who is this? He said that I won a 50,000 naira from Oba market. I was kind of, wow, how come?
It's going to help our people, especially those that are in little scale and small scale business.
Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi says he wants to sustain the scheme. He advised the traders to be judicious in their spending.
I reiterate our unwavering commitment and determination to fulfill the promises we made to the people of Enugu State and to do all that's necessary and possible to extend the opportunity for growth and better living to every corner and to every class of people in Enugu State.
500 more people are expected to benefit from the scheme in the coming months. Those who are unlucky this time still have the opportunity to benefit from the empowerment scheme.
Let's take you to the southwest, where as part of plans to decongest prison facilities as well as evolve better welfare programs for prisoners, the Oyo State government, in partnership with the Nigerian Medical Association and the Prison Service, they've organized a medical outreach to assess the health status of inmates at the Agodi prisons in Ibadan. Over 200 of them were with deteriorating health conditions like scabies, eye problems, diabetes, hypertension, to mention a few, were attended to. The inmates, including those who remained on the awaiting trial list for a prolonged period of time because of their poor health condition, could be freed if confirmed medically.
The outcome of today is to, one, be able to create a better environment so that we can quickly nip in the bud any issue of spread of contagious diseases. It's also to be able to identify persons who are probably in critical medical condition and be able to take advised decisions about such. It's also to help us in our exercise of discretion, advised in respect of men who might be under probationary review of different categories.
The prison is congested, it's over congested, and there are some inmates that on health grounds, they may have to either expedite or even just appeal on their behalf to leave, to allow them to go or something, depending on their offenses. So they wanted our expert opinion so that they are not asking somebody who is not entitled to be let off on medical grounds.
They will work on the number of inmates that have maybe minor cases and those who are having deteriorating ill health, so that they will recommend, so that later on such inmates could be freed. So we cannot say exactly or precisely how many inmates will be released.
The arraignment of the former Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Abubakar Sa'ad, today at the Magistrate Court has been adjourned to September 19, 2017, to enable both parties settle out of court. Counsel to the Benue State Government, Mr. Andrew Wombo, and the defendant, Mr. Anthony Agada, asked Justice Isaac Ajim for adjournment instead of the scheduled arraignment of Mr. Abubakar Sa'ad to give room for other avenues of settlement. They told Channels Television after the sitting that they believe the defendant will comply with the peace conditions brokered by the Public Complaints Commission yesterday.
Both parties have their rights. The state government has its own right, and the accused has its own right. So they came together and say, look, there is need for peace. And like I told the court, the National Office of Ombudsman was here, the TOTIV was here, and because of it, there is a need for peace. So we say, let there be peace. As we speak now, there was an agreement in principle. The next stage is implementation. Now, what we now see is that when we come to implementation, we are going to advise our client in respect of his rights and maybe duties regarding that terms. But so far, so good. We don't have any cause to feel threatened or whatever in respect of the conditions and the agreement reached.
I actually informed the court that we're not persecuting the accused. We're only prosecuting him. Now, he came up with a proposal that settlement should be done in this matter. And my client, that is the government of Benue State, is also disposed to settlement. So they have agreed, based on certain conditions, that the matter will be withdrawn. That was the reason why we decided to take a date today to see if the conditions will be met.
And news across Nigeria returns in just a moment.